Hello, welcome to my digital story. My name is Shane Ashley. I am Danae. I am currently a junior studying accounting. I have a minor in pre-law and a minor in computer science. My experience this semester with Native SOAR has been good. I've learned a lot about myself and indigenous communities that I wouldn't have otherwise known if it wasn't for Native SOAR. Native SOAR provides information of higher education in terms of what they lack. And it's important because, as indigenous people, education is always something that has been really neglected for us, whether it was done in the past or even currently. Native SOAR shines light on those situations that we need to really open our eyes to, because those who we are now, college students, we're the lucky few. We're the ones who really pushed forward to apply ourselves and to really work hard to get to the position we're at. Speaking on my peers in Native SOAR, we are a group of unique individuals. And we all come from different backgrounds. Tohono Adam, Dene, Yaki. However, in the end, we're all chasing one thing, and that's to get this education, to get this degree. We all come from different fields of study, business, medical, education. Even though we are different, Native SOAR has really opened my eyes to really show that we are leaders in those fields, whether we recognize it or not. And I can say with, great confidence that, my class, holds that high standard to what they do and to what they study. And that they are, leaders in their own field, whether or not they recognize it. So shout out to you guys. You guys will be great in whatever you do, and I believe that. More importantly, what we do is for, the youth, whether it's on the high school level, the middle school level, the elementary level. It's all important. Whether or not we want to get people, focused on college and more importantly, education. It's the same idea. And this brings me into my next avenue, which is mentoring. Mentoring for me has really been the biggest eye-opener for myself as someone who has lacked confidence. It has enabled me to be a leader and really communicate effectively to other people. And this is important because, as a young indigenous Dene college student, I'm one of many who are rarely seen in college. And I want, my younger brothers and the generation after them and after them to really, succeed in higher education, and Native SOAR does just that. I hold it so closer to my heart, and there's so many new things that I want to do, in the future to enable that dream for many indigenous kids. However, that's for another story. Being a ghetto kid from South Tucson, whose parents were born in the woods on the reservation, it means so much to me to succeed in my, education endeavors. And this also has enabled me to really understand how many like me don't have the guidance that Native SOAR provides. And this leads me to my mentoring. I mentored at Tucson High. I had a total of 4 mentees. Their names are Omar, Chris, Kyle, and Willis. Due to scheduling conflicts, I had to only take on Kyle and Willis. They are both brothers. Here I have a picture of them. Willis on the left, Kyle on the right. I call these guys the Begay brothers of Tucson High because they're really popular dudes. Getting back to it, these two guys have really taught me a lot. even though I've had them for a short period of time. You know, it really shows me how hungry, one can be if they have their mind set on something. And I tend to consider myself very ambitious, humble. I remember where I'm from, and I remember what I want. And these two remind me of just that, of pretty much like the high school me that I should have been. You have Willis who wants to be an entrepreneur, Kyle who wants to study engineering. It means a lot to hear them, tell me what they want in education. And last but not least, shout out to Kirsten. I know I don't have a picture of her. She was too shy to give me a picture of her, so let's give her a little shout out on there. Now me, reflecting on my past semester. My semester had a lot of up and downs. Whether it was, my education, working 35 plus hours a week, having homework late at night. I wouldn't trade my experience for anything else. I feel like my experience, in my own shoes has taught me a lot about myself that I otherwise wouldn't get if I had everything that I needed. Yeah, man. And last but not least, well, not last, but Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to Nip, R.I.P. Nip. I know a lot of you may not know who he is. He was just a rapper who made the headlines because he was killed. But I've been with Nip since '09. And '09 through now, he's really taught me a lot about myself. And I always look forward to his music whenever, I need motivation, whenever I'm sad, happy. There's always some sense of I can listen to Nip and get a sense of that. And, his death definitely affected me because he was someone I really looked up to. Being a ghetto kid, we kind of hold that same standard. Last but not least, Mandy and Felice. And shout out to these two, man. I've never met anybody with much dedication to something they believe in so much. These guys go hard. Like really hard. And I wish, them the best in whatever they do. And I hope they continue this program because this program is important. Not just for us college students, but for the community. Because, whether, you guys realize it or not, we definitely affect the students we talk to. And even then, it's like a chain, it works that way. But that's all I have. Thank you.